Hello, Tractor Cat. Well, it's time to do some yearly maintenance. So I'm going to change the oil, the engine oil, that is, filter, change the air filter, grease some lube points, and so forth. First thing I'm going to do is take the deck off so I can get underneath. I'll just go over real briefly on taking the deck off. First thing you want to do is unlock your wheels, let them drop. Alright, now start the tractor. Make sure that's in neutral. Alright, I can't do this with one hand, but I'm going to lift the deck up. Yours may be different. You may use the 3-point hitch lever instead. Lift it up, put that on that mark there. Your mark might look different. Alright, make sure it's all the way flat on the ground. All the way. Reach under there, flip your lever down. If you have a newer model, you may have to go to each side of the tractor. Put it in full-wheel drive, and then back up. Simple as that. Alrighty then, flip the hood up. I'm going to take this side panel off. Can't be easier than that. Alright, time for some yearly maintenance. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is change the air filter. If your 1025 is between the years, say 2016 or so, up to late 2018, if your air cleaner is not like this, if you still got the one mounted to these studs here, you need to see about swapping over. In most cases, it's free, because if you don't, you risk damaging your cover right here due to the stress of the engine vibration. A lot of people has cracked it, so look into it, get it done. It's easy to do. I did this one myself. Alrighty. Dirty. Alright. While you're at it, check your fuel filter. Make sure this thing here isn't stuck from not being used. keep it nice and free. Take a look at your filter. This one still looks pretty good. It's got, you know, a nice beige kind of a tint to it. If you look at yours and it's really dark, almost black, time to swap it because it's getting clogged up. And even more important is to look at your fuel filter under the floorboard here, because it's going to be the first one that goes in most cases. Alright, I know you're up in here. Where'd you go? I gotta get the flashlight. Here we go. Now, that one is not real light colored anymore. It's getting dark, so it's on its way to needing changing, so I believe I'll do that. Alright, well anyways, you need to check that fuel filter underneath the tractor, because it will give you problems, because there's been numerous times that I've heard and read where people are having problems with the tractor sputtering and losing power, and about 98% of the time it's that fuel filter underneath the floorboard that's the problem. I've had it myself. Anyways, get back to what we were doing, swapping the air filter. This ain't exactly rocket science, but I'll show you the for this type of arrangement. This is the part number LVU 34503, if you can read that. There it is. Already got some stuff on it because I had it out before looking at it. That's your inner filter. I've never replaced one of them yet because I've never seen it dirty enough. Let's make sure it's all the way seated in there good. Make sure you get it seated all the way. Put your cap back on. I like to have where this rubber piece is down, not sitting in a weird angle. Of course, you got to get the little tabs to line up right. Let me use both hands. Okay, I got my pan. The drain plug, I'm using a 17 millimeter . A little bit messy with that hydraulic hose there. Alright, it's done dripping. Gotta clean the hose and everything where it dripped all over it. Put the plug back in. Ah, crap. Dropped it right in there. Way to go. Where'd it go? Can't find it. There it is. Nice. Where'd it go? Smooth move there. Let's try it again. Stupid hose is in the way. And it's slippery. All right, now don't forget to tighten it up. And no, I don't know what the torque spec is. It may say in the manual, I don't know. I was too lazy to look at it today. I've changed a whole lot of oil in my day. And if you just snug it without overly doing it, stripping something out, I've never had a problem on anything. Cars, trucks, don't matter what it is. All right, now for the oil filter. Okay, now for the oil filter. Now it just so happens that I've got this type of clamp that goes over the end of the oil filter. This one was made by Fram, and it fits pretty good because the John Deere filters have little flat edged on there on the end, so it grabs that. If you're interested, the number on this thing, it's a Fram 65/67-14. So it works pretty good on that. And I'm not going to be able to hold this and hold the camera at the same time. And I don't have a cameraman because this is a low budget operation. So you get the idea. Alright, got it loose. If you know, if the dipstick gets in your way, go ahead and pull the dipstick out and set it aside. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Got it loose. Let that drain a minute. Now the filter it takes, this one's a John Deere M806418. Now I've looked to see if there are aftermarket oil filters. I hadn't really come up with anything, but it don't matter. I'll just stick with the John Deere. Don't bother me none. Alright, snug it down hand tight. Got that. Okay, now you notice it's got two places to put oil, here and up there. They both go to the same place, so it makes no difference. Reason being, this engine has multiple uses, you know, so I mean they don't know what kind of vehicle it's going in, so It provided two, I suppose, for ease of use. Okay, time for some oil. But if you've noticed, I'm a bad boy. Maybe the John Deere police won't come arrest me. Last time I used this Shell Rotella T5 synthetic blend that I got at Tractor Supply, because Tractor Supply is just right down the road. They didn't have any, so I went with Rotella T6, which is an all synthetic. Bad me. Okay, so as far as pouring the oil in it, I found the one on the side just a little bit easier to deal with than the one up here, because the air filter's in the way and the hood's sort of in the way, and I don't really have a funnel that sticks in there and, you know, out and stuff like that. So this one here seems to be a little easier, and I stuck some wire on here to kind of hold it up so it don't fall down so far. So that's what I use. Say when. Alright, while I'm waiting for the oil to drain down in there, remember I was talking about this linkage before? I like to spray some junk on there. I like to hit it on the other side too, right in here. Let's see if I can shine the light in there. You can see the other end of that cable, maybe in there. I like to hit that also, and then work the throttle. Also, underneath, if you use your joystick, if you got a loader or whatever, or if you got it hooked to your deck or something. Anyways, there's a ball joints under there that need to get hit every so often, and I've got a video about that. I'll leave in the I'll leave a link in the description. And also, I've got a link about lubricating your zerks all around underneath. I'll leave that in the description too. I got one called Get That Hidden Grease Zerk. Alright, now that we got the engine oil changed, let's talk about grease zerks. Now, on some older models, I understand there's some zerks here where the ball joints are, but that's since changed. They're sealed units, just like on a car. So let's crawl up underneath the tractor and take a look at some of that. You want to make sure you keep your points lubricated. There's one underneath this dust boot. You take this strap off, slide the boot out of the way. There's a zerk under there. There's a U-joint up there that needs it. There's a there's one you can see up on the shaft there for the mower PTO, and there's some on the back where the U-joint on the back is up there. All right, and then you want to get the one that's up under the flywheel there. It's kind of hard to get to, but like I said, I got a video shows you exactly how to do that. And once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. You just got to get the right grease gun and fitting. And I like to put the front tires up on a couple of ramps, and which if you watch the video you'll see that. Okay, now now's a good time to go up under here and check all your bolts and everything. Make sure everything's tight, because you know, you can read some horror stories where, you know, some guy looks up under there and he sees a bolt missing or halfway out, ready to fall out. You know, a brand new tractor even. So you just got to keep that in mind. Let me get out of here. Oh, I'm old. All right. They recommend that you check the torques on your lug nuts. You want to check the torque on these and these. You want to make sure they're tight. Torque down to specs. And let's look up under this side. Fall down. Okay. Let's look at the connector for your mower deck. Now this one's getting dirty, so it needs to be cleaned. I like to take some spray, like some WD-40 or whatever, and spray it, get it all nice and clean. And you want to check your hardware here too, like this bolt here. Make sure those adjustment nuts on there are tight, because that is an adjustment there. Make sure all the hardware's tight, because you don't want to start having difficulties hooking your deck up. So that's my recommendation there. Just go up under there and make sure everything's tight. So, you ever wondered how the mower deck height adjustment works? See that cam here? It's got different steps on it. Well, that's why it's a good idea when you're turning your height adjustment knob, is to lift your deck up, then turn your height adjustment knob to where you want it, and then lower the deck down, because the height adjustment is like little increments here on these stepped cams, and if you move it without raising it up, it may move good one direction, it may not move at all the other direction. But so it's a good idea to lift your deck up, turn your adjustment knob, and then let the deck down, because that's what it's doing. The height adjustment is just you turning this cam, and then it rests on it, and there's your height. And so you want to make sure you keep it lubricated also. Let me see if I can get out of here. All right, so I'm going to end it here, because I'm sure the video is getting too long, and probably 90% of the people only going to watch like the first minute and a half and then click it off anyhow. So nobody's probably will ever even hear me say this. So I'm going to save the changing of the fuel filter for another video, and I'll show you exactly how to do that, and the one over on the engine side, because there's a particular sequence of events you need to go through to make sure you get a smooth start after the fuel has drained out of the lines. Otherwise you're going to get a bucking bronco. All right, see you next time, maybe.